I feel like with this movie, it was more of like, it seems to be more of just like information filler. Like, I mean, you definitely get action, and it's kind of like building up on the idea of still like his stuff being weaponized, or the potential for the suit being out there, because we saw that the blueprints got taken in the first Iron Man movie. And then to see, I mean, it's just like they're not giving you a lot with S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, you're getting just bits and pieces. I mean, you know, Natalie, and then Fury, and then I freaking didn't see Stan Lee, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know how or where. Like, I need to see where. Can I Google this? Yeah. He must have been at the bar or something, and I missed it.
Is mistakenly greeted
as Larry King. I'm an idiot, dude. I'm literally an idiot. I was like, Larry King! I was literally like, it's Larry King. And it was fucking Stan Lee. I had specific instructions, and I still... You're gonna go back and edit it.
It's gonna be right.
And I'm gonna be like, Larry King.
They don't particularly look like. Just too
I swear to God. How? All right. Well, yeah. So Ivan, I mean, you kind of figure he's really frustrated. I want to know more about what happened between his dad's relationship with Ivan's father. I mean, they touch on it briefly, but does that have more of a... I'm wondering if that has more of a lasting impression through the rest of the Marvel series, just because if they built like an entire... Like, you know what I mean? Because like what he found, like creating an entirely new element, or just rediscovering, or basically bringing it into the physical realm by creating that new element in order for his reactor to keep working, and essentially save his life. It's like, if they already had an idea of what that was before, you know, their dads, it's like, how does that affect the future? Because there's something more to that, and it makes you realize, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. has apparently been a thing for quite a while. And like I said, it's like you get a little bit, but they're not showing you too much. That's why I feel like this is just more of like a connecting, or just like a filler movie. It's not that it wasn't good, but it just kind of fills in just enough information to get you to the next point. I think I like the villain better in Iron Man 2. So this one, just because it seems like it connects a little bit more personally to Tony and like his family and just the Stark industry. Whereas like the first set of villains, it was more, I mean, it still makes sense. Like it's militia, they wanted the weapons, but this I just think it seemed a little bit more personal. Also too, it's kind of, it was more fun to see somebody that maybe has somewhat of a more matched intellect to Tony, than before. 'Cause it was kind of just like a guessing game, you know. It was like, oh, like the best engineers, and still not better than Tony, where it's like this guy, his dad literally tells him at the beginning, like, you know, like I'm giving you my smarts, like I've given you everything I can, which is like his knowledge, and he does it, and it's cool to watch. Like it's almost like a shadow of Tony, you know, and seeing like what could have been the opposite end of Tony, like that could have very well been Tony instead, you know, shut out from the world, like in poverty with all of this knowledge, and could have been the one to have the money and still the ability to like create and make the weapons and do all the things. And it's like they're both just as smart, but one is just more fortunate than the other. Also, too, I think that intention is a little bit different, and knowledge of the overall situation, too, because Tony was like, I don't know who that is. Like, I have no idea what's going on. And so I think his dad, even though Tony probably doesn't obviously feel like his dad was there for him or loved or cared about him, like his dad actually did a phenomenal job of protecting him if he was not aware of it at all. And so then to see the video of his dad being like, hey, like, you know, I love you. Like, you're just not old enough to understand this right now. After seeing him be kind of rude to him, like, put that back where you got it, when he's messing with his model. But, yeah, so that's why I'm saying it'll be interesting to see how much more we get out of S.H.I.E.L.D. in regards to the Stark Industries. Yeah, and again, I hate saying that the villains are relatable. It's not that they're relatable. It's like you can sympathize. I don't know. Like have sympathy for them. Like
you said they're understandable.
It's understandable, yeah. Like in the grand scheme of what's going on in the movie, right? Just along in real life. No, that's not good. None of it's great in either direction. But yeah, it's like, like he's getting yelled at and they basically have him locked up in a glorified prison cell. He's like telling them like, hey, get me my bird. And the guy just like gets him some random bird that is similar, and it's like he doesn't care. And then he's like, let's start taking everything away from him again. It's like he's already had nothing. Like he's already come from nothing. Like he literally doesn't care. And that guy was probably, what's that guy's name? Yeah, Hammer. I feel like the whole movie too was just Hammer's character being like really upset that he's not smart enough. He's just not smart, but he's aware of it, so it's just so frustrating. So it's almost comical. Like, so the end credit scene, that's gonna be the Hammer. Who's the Hammer? Thor? Is that who that belongs to? I gotta use my real world context to put this together, but they found a hammer in the ground, and I think that is that who that is? You're not gonna help me out a little bit?
You got movies to watch.
I have movies to watch. Okay, so but at the very end, in the end credit scenes, they find it's like they knew something happened. S.H.I.E.L.D. is aware that something happened, and then he's like calling, and he's like, I found it. And then it just pans to, well, there's a big hole in the ground, a little baby hammer. So I guess we'll find out. I don't know what movie I'm watching next. And then, if I had to rank, like, now that I've seen Iron Man, the first one, Hulk, and Iron Man 2, I still think I like Iron Man 1. I think I still like the first Iron Man the best. I just really liked the flow of the movie. I still kind of stick by what I said. I just think I like watching Tony's like character arc in that first movie. He kind of redacted back at the beginning of Iron Man 2 to that, but then you find out he's actually dying, so then it was kind of like understandable. But yeah, I just feel like this movie was kind of just more of a filler movie. It just gave you a little bit more information, so I'm curious to see what I'll be watching next. And I feel like it's just kind of like a booster to get you to like another bigger portion of the plot. Well, I hope that the next movie has a little bit, is more similar to the feel of the first Iron Man movie. And again, like just a little bit too much like fluff and romance in Hulk. So still hoping that I get to see more character development with Hulk. Because I feel like he could be a really cool character, but they just need to refocus a little bit more. Okay, so first place, I'm going to do Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Second place, I'm going to pick Iron Man 2 because the production, I just like the visuals better. And also just like the introduction of a bunch of more characters. And then I would do Hulk. Not that I don't like the Hulk. I like that movie. Okay, don't yell at me. Be nice to me, please. But I'm picking Iron Man. Thanks for watching, guys. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. I said guys too many times. Ow, and I hit my elbow. Outros and intros are hard. Hold on one more time.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That was perfect.